Hi everyone, I'm CJ. Today we're going to be talking about what we want to pack in our bag during the summer months. I chose the summer months because summer's coming right along, and we're kind of at the tail point of winter. Um, this is more gauged towards middle schoolers and high schoolers, just as they're starting to get on their own to be able to go out. I think it's really important for them to know as well. So we'll get right into it. The first thing that we obviously need is a backpack. It doesn't need to be anything special. It can be your school backpack, it can be a hiking backpack if you have one. Anything that can hold your stuff in. If it's waterproof, that's awesome, but most bags aren't. So we'll kind of get right into exactly what we should pack. I'm going to start off with food first. Food is really necessary during a hike, depending on how long it's still going to be a necessity. We need to keep our energy up, keep our calorie count up, because we're going to be burning through a lot of calories. So I'll just give a couple things that I usually take on a hike. Some beef jerky is fine. It doesn't have to be a certain name brand. It's a great source of calories and protein. It can help with your energy. Another light snack that you can, if you have like a quick stop, you can always have some trail mix. Try getting more peanut and fruit oriented ones rather than chocolate. Chocolate still is going to add some energy, but if you eat too much of it, obviously you're going to crash. That's not very great during a hike. Yeah, so that's kind of what I bring. Obviously, I bring more, but that's just a couple ideas on what you can bring. Anything with uh, protein, energy, anything that can add energy is fine. I also would recommend bringing a water bottle. It doesn't need to be this big. Water's gonna be essential. Don't drink any coffee unless you're this in the morning and you're gonna also drink water with it. Anything like that, try to stay away from a lot of caffeine because it's gonna dehydrate you, and you don't want to be dehydrated on a hike. All right, so we'll go on to clothes. Even though if you're going on a 2 or 3 hour hike, it's still important to bring extra pairs of clothes. You never know what's going to happen, especially in Maine. The weather can change. It can go from sunny to rain. The temperatures can drop too. So this is in the morning. It's typically cold in Maine, even in the summer. In the early mornings. So when you're getting up, you may just want to throw on a pair of sweatpants. It doesn't have to be anything special. Um, this is all stuff that you can find in your house. You don't need to go out and buy extra stuff. Um, and then during the day, if it gets warm, you can just always throw on a pair of shorts underneath that. So I usually recommend, this is usually what I wear. It's just a long sleeve shirt, but it has a hood on it. This is a great way of protecting your skin from the sun, from getting sunburn. It's also not very heavy, so you're not going to get super hot. Even if you do, you can just throw on a t-shirt under that, and you can take it off whenever. Yeah, so that's just a great way of being prepared. Also, it never hurts to have a rain jacket. Doesn't have to be a specific brand or anything, just whatever you can find. If you don't have a rain jacket, you can always go to a store. And I'll take it out here. It's just a poncho. It's fairly cheap. It's like $2 at a store usually. It basically does the same thing as a rain jacket, just not a rain jacket. So yeah, those are like the essentials. Also, if you're going like in muddy areas, boots are great, or hiking shoes, or even sneakers. If that's all you got, that's perfectly fine too. Now, some things to consider before you go hiking and packing for clothes is making sure the weather. Even if you're planning on going rain or shine, it's important to plan on what to pack if it's going to rain. Obviously, you're going to pack heavier clothes, not specifically cotton because cotton will soak up that water. So just planning on rain, making sure that you have stuff that will keep you warm. It's going to be super hot out. Maybe planning on wearing lighter clothes throughout the day, and making sure you have a lot of water. You really don't need to worry about snow in the summer, so I really wouldn't worry about that. So that's important too. Temperature and weather. It's very important. Always check it even right before you leave. Just making sure that you have everything. Some extra stuff that you can think about is a first aid kit. First aid kits are really important because in case you get cut or anything like that, a first aid kit's going to have a lot of the stuff that you may need for small injuries. Even like, a cut, depending on the type of first aid kit, might have a tourniquet, stuff like that to help out in case an emergency happens. Um, some other things, maybe like some rope. Rope always comes in handy just in case something happens and you have to spend the night um, wherever you're hiking. Having a tarp, it's really not necessary though. Um, just thinking of just basic emergency stuff can really go a long way. Um, so yeah, but that's just basically what you should plan on packing during the summer. Um, and before you go, um, there should be a worksheet attached if you just want to make a list of things that you would think about before hiking or what you should pack, depending on the weather. That would be great. That's a great way to practice safety, and a great way to practice what you should bring. And yeah, so have a great day, guys.